This is Father Jonathan Meyer. I want to do a quick movie review of White Bird. I went and saw it this past weekend, and I love it. If you have the opportunity to go and see it, I'm just going to give it a Father Meyer 2 thumbs up. I love films that take place World War I, World War II. They've always touched my heart. I am blown away by the courage, the fortitude, and the willingness for people to lay down their lives for the sake of other people. I mean, this is what Jesus did, right? Jesus taught us how to love, and so we're supposed to lay down our lives for the sake of other people. And this film is about a little girl, a little Jewish girl named Sarah, and a boy who she had mocked and persecuted and made fun of in her class is the boy who ultimately saves her life and allows her to live in his barn during the Nazi occupation in France. And this little girl who despised this little boy, through the way that he chooses to love her, ultimately falls in love with him. And the relationship between the two of them is deeply beautiful and deeply profound. It's transformative. At the center of this story is also the importance of the arts. And I think right now we live in a time when our young people are not being encouraged as much as I think they could or should be to be drawing and writing and painting. And this film, in the movie, Sarah grows up to become a famous artist. And she's telling the story to her grandson about her own childhood. And there's this great quote from the film that says this: "The world of reality has limits, and the world of imagination is boundless." The world of reality has limits. The world of imagination is boundless. And I found that to be really, really beautiful, coming from an artist who is then encouraging her grandson and encouraging anybody who's watching the film to believe that through imagination, through art, through expression, that we can believe in things that we maybe can't see constructed before us. And I think when it ultimately comes to the dignity of the human person, particularly when we think about what was happening with the Nazis, we live in a world, we live in a reality that's not good, that says the human person is to be treated this way because this is how your friends bully, this is how your friends treat people that are different than you. But we need to live in a world where we have the imagination to say, what would a world look like where everybody is treated with dignity? What would a world look like where everybody is treated with respect? What would a world look like if everyone was treated as God treats them? And it really does take our imagination, our creativity to see outside of that. And I think this film sparks that interest in seeing that. I was very moved by the film. I thought the artistry, the cinematography was very, very well done. There are moments where you're kind of like caught up in the suspense of it. I shed a tear at one point in the film. So just want to encourage you, if you have the opportunity to see this film. I also would say this, the film is clearly this film about this little Jewish girl, and she is saved by a Christian family. The film is not explicitly Christian. However, there is a Catholic priest in the film. Praise the Lord for that. But it's really beautiful when what the Jewish father says to his daughter before she gets abducted is he tells the daughter, he says, there is a light inside of you, and you need to let that light shine. He says, the darkness of this world should never, ever, ever snuff out the light that is inside you. And I was just like, wow, like for a Jewish father to be saying this to his daughter, like that's a powerful Christian image that we all believe on the day of our baptism. God entered into us. On the day of our baptism, the light shines in the darkness, and we have that light. We carry that light, right? And so it is not an explicitly, boldly Christian film, but clearly the power of human sacrifice, the power of laying down your life for another person, to love God and to love your neighbor. And is evident in the film. So I want to encourage you, if you have the opportunity to see White Bird, to do so. Very clean, very good film, and comes highly recommended from me. God bless.